Hi, I'm Phyllis from southernfrugal.com. Well, we're going to do another smoothie from the smoothie cubes, I'll call them. And what I've done is put this in the microwave for 5 minutes on defrost. Now I've also added grapes to it. This is leftover smoothie right here. I want to just kind of get rid of that today. And this is oranges, and you can see just a little bit of ice in there now. So what I'm going to do, this was one of the suggestions from one of you subscribers, was to, I'm going to put a little almond milk in the bag and kind of rinse it around a little bit to get all the little leftovers in there out of the bag. And y'all gave a lot of great suggestions. One of them was to go ahead and put all of the smoothie cubes in the beaker and just go ahead and put the almond milk in it, put it in the refrigerator overnight, and then it would be partially melted for the next morning. And I'm going to definitely try that. But anyway, a lot of suggestions. So here's what it really comes down to. When we put our heads together, we can do almost anything. I mean, we sent a man to the moon, right? And I don't think that was just one person doing all that. A whole bunch of people figuring out how to do things. So anyway, I think this suggestion definitely works. And so what I'm going to do is just dump that into my little beaker. And the whole idea of this is, number one, for the convenience. Now see that that's left over, I'm going to dump a little bit of almond milk in there and kind of swoosh it around a little bit and get any of that extra out, hopefully. Zip it up. Kind of squish it around a little bit and get all that goodness out of there. Yeah, I think that'll work. So this little way to do it would be, of course, you'd have all of your cubes in a freezer bag. Take them out of the freezer bag and, leave them in the freezer bag and put them in the microwave on defrost. Now, I put mine in there for like 5 minutes is really all it took. And then any that's dissolved or melted on the bag, put you a little almond milk in there, or whatever liquid you're using. That got most of it out. Okay. Alright, so now I'm going to add a little more almond milk. And I do have grapes in there. Now I'm going to see if we can't do just a little bit less this morning. This is, trying to see how many. This would be a little over 30 ounces, which is good because I'm always trying to get down to the 40 ounces or less. All right, so here we go. Let's see how this is going to work. I think it worked. It's going to be thinner this morning, which I like. But you know what? I'm going to put some ground up oatmeal in it this morning. No, why don't we put chia seeds? You know, the reason I don't put chia seeds real often is because a lot of times I have a really thick smoothie and the chia seeds just make it that much thicker. So I think I can put 2 tablespoons in this morning. Yeah, I'm sure that's going to work. Alright, let's mix it up again. Don't want to mix it up too much because then it'll actually create heat. Alright, here we go. have actually put some oat flour in too, I think, this morning. And again, this is leftover smoothie cubes. I wanted to just get rid of all of those so I could start out fresh, because I've got a lot of bags of stuff in my freezer, from pineapple, orange juice, blueberries, kale, whatever. And by the way, we're going to go to the farmer's market this week, and I mean it, this week, and get some dinosaur kale. I'm going to probably get, I don't know, maybe about 5 or 6 bunches of it to freeze like this, because the dinosaur kale or black kale is the most nutritious. All right, here goes. Delicious. And that's using up all my older leftover bits from smoothies past, we'll call it. Anyway, so thank you again for all those suggestions. I think every one of them will work. But I do like the idea of just putting the, I'm going to have each individual smoothie content in its own bag. In fact, I'm going to try to use just a quart bag if I can, if that'll work, instead of the big gallon bag. And then be able to add the liquid to it, whether it be coconut milk, coconut almond milk, or just almond milk, or I guess you could do even juice or whatever, just to make the 40 ounces, so we each have 20 ounces. Now this morning it's a little less. There's Mr. Bucky's glass. It's a little less than 40 ounces. But anyway, it's quite delicious. So anyway, this morning's had leftover smoothie cubes, I'll call them, and which had greens in it and who knows what, right? And then I added about 4 cubes of the frozen orange juice. I added also some grapes. I've got grapes I'm trying to get rid of because it's about time to get more to go in the freezer. So anyway, we'll see y'all next time.